overlay setup today. Whoop whoop, guys! World of CD Keys, big sponsor for today. The one we're going to shout out because their Facebook page is what they're trying to advertise. At 4,550 likes, we get a universal key to give away. This is a key you can exchange for any game that they have. Pretty sick stuff. Derlino just subbed, thanks to you, man. But let's get into the action for this game. Spawning here in the bottom left corner of the map in this fresh best of 9 clan war. It is the blue Terran player from mYiNsanity,
And in the top left, off Alter Tim, we got our red Protoss player playing for Team Dignitas and Complexity, I guess. It is Bling.
Yeah, to explain that a little bit, guys, Complexity nor Dignitas have the full roster to field a team. So there's some alliances that have been set up. We've seen some others as well with Empire Fnatic, which we cast just the other day. It's a little unfortunate, though, because Complexity, Dignitas, Empire Fnatic, like Invictus Gaming, like these are all teams that are at the bottom of the Acer Team Story Cup. And at this stage, it's not about trying to compete for first, second, third, or fourth. But it's Jakshi, what are you doing? It's about I'll go to Jakshi's in a second. But it's about trying to stay in the league, not getting knocked out. So for them, they have to win today. But for mYiNsanity, at the same time, there's equally really high stakes because they're very much so like they have to win these last couple matches to finish top 4. So for them, it's actually a big deal. For Invictus Gaming, it's just simply about not getting knocked out. Either way, or not Invictus Gaming, sorry, Complexity Dignitas. We just came off the Invictus Gaming series, guys. But either way, this is going to be a very important series today for both teams. Now, Jakshi, of course, proxied the Reaper here in the middle of the map. This is not a 2-Rax proxy. It's not an 888 or anything quite so insane, I don't think. I was busy talking, so I wasn't looking. But the point of this earlier Reaper, it's not for that typical scouting that you usually see out of Jakshi. He's a player very diligent about his Reapers, very insistent on using SCVs. But this is meant to actually do damage. And the idea is it's going to hit before the mothership core's out, ideally.
Yeah, someone at least. I think Jakshi was, because Bling, I mean, he's known to do some, really cheeky strats, like, I don't know if it was him that did, like, no, I think that was without mana or something, like, like double Nexus before, like, Gateway versus Zerg and stuff. Obviously, that's not something you would ever do versus Terran, but, some Protoss players will go, like, Nexus first on a map as big as Alter Tim, so maybe Jakshi was hoping to bump into a Nexus first, hoping that there wouldn't be a mothership core stalker for so long, but there's a mothership core out now, so.
Well, it's a pretty nice bet to do this because, again, like with the timings of where his SCVs are out now, I don't think that was an 888.
No, indeed. Maybe that was like an 11-11 or
I think there was just a weird 11 gas thing, but
yeah.
No, you're right. The key thing here is like this is a map where it's encouraged to be greedy, You've got a free base. Almost everybody abuses that. So for Bling, it wouldn't have been a terrible idea to do that, but it's good that he didn't because this is one of the situations where it would have cost him the game.
Yeah, it would have been really. You would have gotten really behind at least, lost several probes, but yeah, he's fine now. He went for a 1 gas expand, so he just opened completely normal here. We'll have to see what his follow-up is going to be, but now it's just looking like standard play, and Jakshi's not going to be happy with how the start of that game went. Like, I mean, look at his command center; it's so much later than the Nexus, or a little bit later at least. So that's not really a preferable situation. 2 Reapers here now, though. Get some probe loops. It's a Reaper, though.
He's getting quite a few probe kills for this, though. I mean, this isn't your typical 1 probe kill. He's 6 probes down.
Oh wow, that's actually more than I realized.
It's still not devastating by any means, but Reapers, losing that 1 Reaper was kind of huge. These are units that snowball pretty hardcore, and they have to. If you lose 1 early on like he did, it's going to cost him. Now he can't really engage with a Stalker. He might lose another one to the Mothership Core. Oh my god. 1 HP hype!
Wow.
Reaper gets away. And of course it's going to heal, but Jesus, that was close.
Yeah, that was a nice micro by Jakshi there as well. To to be able to get 6 probes, that's quite a good job there.
Yeah, this is for Jakshi though. This is really weird. They continue to invest in this because you got to keep in mind Jakshi's kind of like he's no longer like Team Jakshi for mYiNsanity. They got Balloon, they got Stardust, they got Serral, they got really good players behind this. But he is their heaviest hitter, and everybody knows this. So he went for this really risky build, and I don't know, man. Like if he goes out in this first game, this is gonna be a bad day for mYiNsanity.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see him go for, kind of a risky strategy as he did. I mean, he wasn't, like, completely, all in, like, 8-8 like we talked about before, but, I mean, it's still a relatively big investment to, try and hope for the Nexus first, so a little bit surprised that he did go for that, but, I mean, he did get those 6 probes, so I don't think, I mean, I don't even know if he's behind at all. Let's look at the work account.
Well, no,
28
no,
to
he's not.
33.
He's not behind any sort of like worker economics. But the thing is, look at this extra barracks coming down. Josh is just going ham right now. He's got no factory. He's got no tech. Like he's just gonna go for unit production.
He's got a quick eBay as well of that SCV stuck, so he's gonna be going for quick upgrades. Maybe just taking it. Yeah, there's the third CC as well. So he's gonna be taking it, you know, in for the long game and just hope to maybe micro better in engagements than Bling or something like that. So
but Bling is kind of doing this really nice counter build where he's going for fast Colossus, and fast Colossus just crush barracks units.
Oh wow, yeah, and we have 2 more gateways going down, and no Forge, no Twilight. I mean, could still potentially throw it down a bit later, but I mean, this is starting to look like a 2-base Colossus all in.
And you got to consider too for Jakshi, his medevacs are gonna be really late. His tech is gonna be delayed. He's supply blocked even right now, pretty hardcore. This isn't the Jakshi I know, because I mean, once upon a time we would see Jakshi 888 everybody, and it was hilarious because every time he said Yansu, it didn't matter. Terran, Zerg, Protoss, he'd throw down those Reapers, but. In this instance, this really didn't get the damage done that he wanted to. It was it was a risky move, an educated guess, and I think if this was like, you know, alternate realities, 9 times out of 10, Jakshi wins this with the Reapers because of the earlier Nexus that you would expect. But Bling, this is the one time he he did it perfectly by not going for that Nexus greedily.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, at least he did. I mean, if he didn't get those 6 probes, it would be disastrous. But at least he did get some workers, so he might be able to do okay versus this attack. But okay, I actually didn't look at the portal space for a while. Did have the double forge go down all of a sudden. I was starting to expect that 2-base all in, but that's not the case at all. He's going to be going for the long run. Bling is with double upgrade going down. So,
and one of the problems for Jakshi, actually, I really like this third that's been expanded to already. You can't really do anything about these double upgrades. They're going to be chrono boosted. They're going to be on 3-3 as quick as, you know, lickety split type thing. You can't punish this. You can't exactly drop on top of the forges. You can't rush into the Colossus. You know that photon overcharge is going to keep you kind of at bay. So for Jakshi, he's just got to play the game of his life behind it.
And I mean, that's a lot of chrono boosts, though, like 2 chrono boosts at a time on the forges. So instead of like worker or Colossus production, so Bling might be going for like you know, maybe like a 3-base 2-2 attack or something like that, because he's prioritizing these upgrades so much. He might be intending to go for like timing with those later on with maybe 2-2. That's what I'm starting to think, but I was getting a bit worried for Jakshi earlier because he did go for, as you said, that really late factory. So if it was like a 2-base Colossus all in, which would be a bit weird on a big map like this, but those Medivacs and Vikings would be so late. But since Bling did go for the macro game, that fast eBay with the upgrades and the fast third, it's gonna pay off for Jakshi. So he's gonna, you know, jump into this macro game quite nicely. But
I'm trying to like assess what that SCV was for. Like, maybe pull a Xenocide and put a turret down, or a bunker, I mean, but alright, gets the snipe on the Nexus. Cancelled, granted,
really
but
nice.
Yeah, he pulls it off. Downside is, though, he just stimmed a lot of units, and there's not a lot of medevacs here. He may catch a couple of Colossus on the low ground, trying to keep his opponent entertained over here, but will unload here on top of the cliff. However, he just doesn't have the numbers to deal with this. Gets on top of the Colossus, tries to focus him down, but now he's got to go for the Stalkers. But the flank from below might just get one. Nope. He's going to be driven back home.
Yeah, that was actually nice for Bling. He didn't lose anything, I think, and I mean, only some damage on the Colossus that's still alive.
Oh, did the Mothership Core really live? Oh, it did. Wow. I assumed that had died, but okay, you know what?
That was a good shade, but he did lose the third Bling did though, so.
Right, but here's the thing, like, you know, what's that saying, like, when behind Dark Shrine? Well, when ahead, you can also Dark Shrine, and quite frankly, Jakshi needs to spend everything on mules. His production's crazy, he's supply blocked once again, he's not going to be saving scans anytime soon, not on purpose at least.
Yeah, this is, I mean, Bling might be going for like, I mean, he'll, you know, most likely send some DTs to do economic damage, of course, as well, but he might use those DTs later to maybe do like an Archon Colossus, like 2-2 or 3-3 attack. Like instead of a Templar Archives, he tries to get economic damage done, and Jakshi standing in here, nice, okay. Wow.
Well, get some couple of snipes, nothing too crazy, but not too bad either. If you got one of those Colossus, that would have been huge. There's such a difference of a dynamic going into fight 2 Colossus versus 3. It shouldn't seem like that big of a deal, guys, but these are units that collectively get better and better as they get more numerous, up until a cap of, like, I'd say like 5 or 6. At that point, you're just wasting supply, really. But for Jakshi, you know, he's kept Bling from attacking. Like, these little aggressive pokes he's been making, they kind of look like they're failing because they're not doing any damage. But they're also keeping Bling at home. And Bling's probably not going to push those 200-200 because the combination paranoia plus the need to defend that third. This gives Joshi a lot of time to get combination EMPs out, get Vikings more numerous in play, plus his own upgrades, which again, gotta be behind due to those double forges being out so early, chrono boosted so heavily. 3 3s for Bling. Probably going to finish up same time Joshi's got 2-2, if not sooner.
Yeah, he's chrono boosting that so hard, and I really like that. It's gonna be, you know, have a really good upgrade lead. But
DTs.
nice, I like this. He saw the army move out, and then he has a really nice pylon placement here.
He's got a turret, but there's no units here! And it's because he's fanning on all the reactors. In Tech Labs, he doesn't have production. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Joshi's gonna bleed some
Knows about it,
SCVs.
well, there's a bunker in the natural. That's something.
Yeah, but he's already lost 10 SCVs at this point. Like,
Yeah.
bleeding out very quickly here. More going down. He's had to pull the entire army back. For Bling, you know, we were talking about these little things keeping Bling at bay, but this is what I'm talking about. Whether it's DTs, a Colossus push, once unleashed, Bling is going to be able to kill some units. He's killed 18 freaking workers. He's not done yet either. He's still got this one DT that avoided the scan, and there's a turret only just now coming down. He'll focus down the SCVs, bait out another scan, and quite frankly, the scan alone will be worth it because the DT already has 9 freaking kills on it.
Oh my god, 10, 11, wow.
Oh, so messy. The thing is for Bling, it's not like that was a strategic timing where he's like, you know, alright, I see precisely the army movements of your... Like, he just got in there at the right time when Joshua decided to move out. So that couldn't have worked out more perfect for him time-wise.
Yeah. You think so? He had the observer there.
Well, he had the observer scouting over here, though, but nothing to see the ramp,
okay.
nothing to see the army
you
moving
might
out.
be right, yeah. 3-3 just about to finish for Bling. If Joshi hits before
Bling?
that would be good for him, but...
Hang on, Bling's actually supply blocked right now, losing that proxy pylon.
Yeah, he is.
Now, there are a lot of Bling stocks here, but it gets really aggressive. This is not what you want to do. Dive into Marauders for a Viking snipe. That's not going to be worth it. The point of doing that during the battle is usually, the way this plays out, is the Marauders are busy shooting the Zealots or stuttering, stepping away from them, and the Vikings then get focused down by the Stalkers. But you can't pre-engage the Vikings. You're asking to lose Stalkers.
Oh, 1 Viking for 1 Stalker. That's alright, but it was a bit ambitious though. Yeah, it could have been worse.
Yeah. I mean, Bling, the thing is too, like, Bling is not a bad player. The problem is he's not making like the most amazing choices right now.
That's a bit risky there, and he does have Storm on the way now, so he did transition into the Templar Archives. I was thinking that maybe he was going to go for Arc and Colossus with the Dark Charm, but he does go for the Storm, but it's not quite finished yet. If Joshi hits for Storm...
Exactly, EMP snipes.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, those Colossus falling so quickly. There's so many Vikings. Even with the Stalker starting to focus fire them, Joshi can't push up this ramp. It's a deadly choke. But all the Zealots have been EMP'd. The Stalkers don't have a lot remaining, and the Colossus are all gone. This third base is absolutely going to die with the force field blocking the probes. They've got nowhere to fall back to. Joshi is about to wreck what little Bling has on the field.
Yeah, there's no splash, so this bio is just going to...
The Zealots are funnily one. They don't have charge yet. It's seconds from finishing. Look at all these Zealots dying. 3 seconds before charge finishes. The probes haven't even been fixed. There's not a lot left here for Joshi, granted, but here comes round 2. The reinforcements, the rally. Ghosts have such an overly dramatic death.